Okay, we are broadcasting from the Poway Pool. This is the PS Ramona swim team age group session. This is the girls session that's going on right now. We've been broadcasting all day. We've had some of the seniors doing the PSL meets earlier in the morning. We just finished our novice sessions, and this is our blue and red and bronze groups getting a sanctioned meet for the first time since October. So we're excited to race and get things started and start to get some of these times cooked in and ready to go. It is pretty much all Pacific swim on this. We have our guest for Ramona swim team, so please shout out to when you see the big kind of paw print caps. Those are Ramona swim teams. They came down the hill, and we're super excited to have them come down and join us for this. And we're happy to kind of get started. So we're kind of getting our timers in place and starting to get things ready. We're going to start off today with the girls 12 and under 100-yard freestyle. There's going to be 5 heats. So for those of you that have been tuned in all day, it's a lot different than a lot of the other things we've been doing, because this is going to have multiple heats of everything. I'll give some color commentary here and there, but for the most part, we're going to run through these meets kind of like a standard age group meet. So while we're starting to get things listed, I'm going to kind of sign off just a little bit. We're not going to stop broadcasting, but you need to hear me talk the entire time of this, and we'll get things started to get that meet going.
Girls 12 and under 100-yard freestyle.
Okay, we are doing our first call for event 1, girls 12 and under 100 freestyle. So as the kids start coming over, it'll start filling in. It only takes a little bit of time to get us started, so 2 or 3 minutes late's not a problem. But once we get moving, it kind of runs pretty continuously all across the board. So we should be able to get our first swimmers in the water in the next 2 to 3 minutes. So bear with us, and you know, these kids are excited to swim. I'm going to have to find a good place to watch here, so you're going to get crowded over here.
Swimmers, as a reminder, if you are in heat 2, 3, or you are waiting behind the blocks for your heat to start, please keep your mask on.
Masks on, please. Masks on, please.
Masks have their mask on behind the blocks is the heat that's stepping to the blocks.
Okay. We are ready to go.
Event 1, girls 12 and under 100-yard freestyle. Freestyle, heat 1 to 5. Take your mark.
All right, setting the heats. In lane 1, we've got Eliza Hong. Lane 2, Macy Kirshner. Lane 3, Izzy Richards. Lane 4, Cadence Law. Lane 5, Katie Dipp. Lane 6, Celine Perel. Lane 7, Claire Canot. And lane 8, Layla Weiss. These are the girls, 11 and 12-year-olds, 100-yard freestyle. Looks like early to the wall, that's going to be Cadence Law. It's flipping at 26.00. Right behind her at 26.77 is Katie Dipp. They swam this morning for all the people that were in the PSL. Behind them in lane 1, Eliza Hong is having a good swim out in lane 1. And Izzy Richards in lane 3 looks like they're rounding out the top 4. Coming down the home stretch, Cadence Law's holding on to her lead. Katie Dipp's trying to charge in. They've got a lot of leg drive on the finish line. Trying to get in on 54.31 for Cadence Law. That's faster than she did this morning. 55.21 for Katie Dipp. Eliza Hong over there at 58.49, and Izzy Richards at 58.82. 2. Lane 2, Macy's 104.67. And lane 6, Celine at 102.74. Lane 7, Claire 105.18 and 105.88 for Layla. Lane 1 is Colby Chauvapun. Lane 2, Trista Timmons. Lane 3, Casey Bickler. Lane 4, Ashi Mian. Lane 5, Audrey Fitzgerald. Lane 6, Olivia Bartolet. Lane 7, Sophia DeSalt. And lane 8, Katie Dalek. Sophia and Katie are from Ramona Swim Team. Everybody else is from Pacific Swim. There's a pink cap over there in lane 1. We did a fundraiser for breast cancer, so she's wearing that cap that we have for her. That's kind of cool. All right, to the wall first is lane 5 with a 30.1. That's Audrey Fitzgerald. Close behind her is going to be lane 3. That's Casey Bickler. She was there in 30.5. Coming down the home stretch, looks like lane 5, Audrey Fitzgerald is going to come in. They do have seat times on this. She's seated with a 111. She's going to be a lot faster than that. 103.57 for Audrey Fitzgerald. Lane 3 is Casey Bickler. She went 104.49. They're all dropping a ton of time. They're all seated with the 111s and 112s. Heat 3 of 5 of the girls 100 freestyle. We got lane 1, Malia Wallace. Lane 2, Molly Brailsford. Lane 3, Arushi Thapa. Lane 4, Taylor Timmons. Lane 5, Paige Soden. Lane 6, Kimmy Teague. Lane 7, Alessandra Corder. And lane 8, Zoe Walker. Looks like lane 4 right now is Taylor Timmons out to that early lead. Lane 7, Alessandra, looks like she's in second out in a 33.5. Kinley in lane 6 is third with a 34.83. I know that's actually her fastest 50 free time, so she's fired up. They are seated with 124s and 131s. They're going to crush these times if they stay on these paces. So it's good to see these kids updating their times. They haven't raced in a while, and they've obviously been working very, very hard to be able to get these times down to where they're at. Lane 4 is going to get in there with a 109.85. That is going to be Taylor Timmons. Lane 7, 110.18. Alessandra Cordier. Kinley Teague drops down to a 115.46. I will try to get a lot of times. I'm not going to be able to get them all. Lane 1, 126.74. That's Malia. Lane 8, 126.91. That's Zoe. All right, some fast times coming in so far. Fantastic job. They've obviously been working amazingly hard.
8-4.
Heat 4, lane 1, Eden. Lane 2, Olivia. Lane 3, Amelia. Lane 4, Ashi. Lane 5, Riley. Lane 6, Lauren. Lane 7, Johanna. And lane 8 is Charlotte. It's a good collection of Ramona swim team in here. Lane 3, 5, 6, and 8. So half this field is from up the hill. Again, I kind of point that out. Like I said, it's good to kind of see inter-team competition for the first time in a long time. Lane 2, Olivia, is going to be to the wall, tied with lane 7. That is Johanna. They are swimming very fast right now, at both of them out at 34s. Some of them have a no time, which means this is their first heat. As they're swimming, it's their first time swimming it. No, we got we're here.
Okay, what heat is it? It's there.
Okay, coming in on the finish, lane 2 is 30, looks like, oh, the lane 2's pad did not quite go off. Lane 7 at 1:13.30 on that. That's pretty quick across the board there. As we're finishing in 126, 127s, and 128s. Again, these people are seated with 145s and 157s. So they're doing a fantastic job as they finish in 137.0 for lane 3. Fantastic job. Everybody's dropping time. Everyone's swimming fast. Heat 5 coming up. Doing a little bit of a cap retrieval before we move on to the next heat on this. So we're in heat 5 of the girls 100 freestyle.
Take your mark.
All right, in this final heat of the girls 12 and under, we've got Megan Beebe in lane 3, Aviana Anton in 4, Maren Gill in 5, and London Lee in 6. Looks like we got all of them in there. Out to an early lead is Maren Gill. She's 11. London Lee is 7 years old over in lane 6. One, two, three, 37.4 out for Maren Gill at the 50, 39.6 for Aviana, and 40.3 for Megan. London Lee at the wall at 44.38. All right, coming into the finish line, 1:19.75, that's Maren Gill. 1:23.29 and 1:25.00 for Aviana and Megan, respectively. London Lee coming in on the finish line for a 1:34.16 to finish out that event. Next up is event 3, girls 13 and over, 100 free.
Event 3, girls 13 and over, 100-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 3. Take your mark.
13 and over, lane 1, Annabelle Lawfulholtz. Lane 2, Katie DeSalt. Lane 3, Summer Tang. Lane 4, Catherine Rowe. Lane 5, Emily Howe. Lane 6, Monica Mock. Lane 7, Callahan White. And lane 8, Callie Nagai. These are older swimmers swimming this event. Looks like lane 4 and 5 out to a little bit of a lead. That is Catherine Rowe and Emily Howe. Callahan White out strong on her first 50 as well. She looks like she's sitting in the third. Maybe Katie DeSault over there in lane 2. Yep, Katie DeSault was out in 27.2. Their leaders are out in 26.5 and 26.4. They're looking at about 55s here based on that, as long as they don't fade back. Third place looks like Katie DeSault. Callahan White is in the mix there. But first and second is a battle to finish. It looks like it's going to be Catherine Rowe at 55.06, followed by Emily Howe at 55.33. Third place in that heat, 57.26, was Katie DeSault, and 57.36 was Callahan White. Fifth, 59.01 was Monica. Sixth, 59.36 was Summer. Seventh, 0041 was Callie, and Annabelle finished out in 101.7.
Take care of our staff, please. Take care of our
In heat 2 of the 13 and older, we have Madison Trias in lane 1, Emily Schatz in lane 2, lane 3, Ava Shalon, lane 4, Meredith Stanton, lane 5, Ellie Rosenkrantz, lane 6, Tiana Timmons, lane 7, Ashley Cohen, and lane 8, Emma Reyes Moreno. This is heat 2 of the girls 13 and over 100 free. Meredith Stanton out to an early lead on that. She's going to flip at 28.31, well ahead of the field by about a body length on second place. That is Ellie Rosenkrantz. Third place is kind of a mix between 3 or 4 swimmers. Too early to call that. Meredith holds the lead through the 75 turn. Comes off that wall. She's extended it. She's about a body length plus ahead now, coming into the finish. She is seated with a 103.1, so she will obviously be a lot faster than that here. And she's going to go 59.13 to finish. Ellie Rosenkrantz will take the second at 102.04. Third place will be lane 6, Tiana Timmons. And fourth place will be lane 3, Ava Shalon. Fourth place was 103.64. 35.58 for lane 4, Taylor Timmons. Second place was 36.54. That's Caitlin Timmerman. And third place was 7, Olesa at 37.9. Lane 6, Kinley was 38.58. And 5, 38.82 was Aurora. Leighton Brown in lane 1. Time did not show up on it. I will get it on the backup time when it posts. We got heat 2. Heat 2, lane 3, London Lee. Lane 4, Hannah Peck. Lane 5, Haley Withers. Out there, looks like Hannah Peck moves forward. I'm not going to say I'm not proud of that. That is my daughter. So she looks like she's doing pretty good out there. London is in second. And Haley Withers is in lane 5. Hannah Peck with 12 yards left to go. Controlling the lead, just trying to see if how her time matches up with some of those 34s to 38s that happened in that first heat. It looks like she's going to go 39.70. Her best time, 56.46. So everyone's dropping time today. London and Haley don't have a time, so this might be their first time swimming in a meet like this. So it's a fantastic job. 50.7 for London Lee, and Haley Withers coming in. Looks like she's going to break a minute at 58.48.
Event 7, girls, 11, 12, 50-yard butterfly, 8, 1 of 2.
Girls 11-12, 50-yard butterfly. Heat 1, Lane 1, Layla Weiss. Lane 2, Eliza Hong. Lane 3, Ashi Mian. Lane 4, Amaya Patenkar. Lane 5, Celine Perel. Lane 6, Lillian Zhu. Lane 7, Isabella Pruder. And 8, Sophia Dussault. This is a 50 fly, down and back, super quick. Looks like lane 4 in the lead right now. That's Amaya. And she is going to finish in 29.56, breaking that 30-second barrier. A lot of 31s in there, too, a tie for third. So second place was lane 6, that's Lillian Zhu. And Celine and Isabella look like they tied for third at 31.79.
Last call. Heat 2, lane 7, Lauren Barrett. Take your mark. Stand, please. Take your mark.
Heat 2 of the 11-12 50-yard butterfly. In the water, lane 1, Riley Corey. Lane 2, Ellie Waller. Lane 3, Alessandra Corder. Lane 4, Izzy Mayer. Lane 5, Olivia Bedsole. Lane 6, Molly Brailsford. Lane 7, Maren Gill. And lane 8, Lauren Allen. 50-yard butterfly. Up next is the girls 12 and under, 100 fly. We've got a couple of heats of hundreds, and then we're on to the breaststroke. Looks like lane 4, Izzy Mayer in the lead. Right next to her, Alessandra is going to get second in this heat. And third place looks like it's going to go to Olivia Bedsole. Oh, sorry, there's a time. Fourth place is 7th over there for Maren Gill. Looks like 36.60. Lane 4's timer didn't go off. We'll have to get that one on the correction, then we get the timing system in. Remember, the times that I'm reading off are off the scoreboard. They're not necessarily the times. Once we get the computer kind of cleaned up, we check all the backup times, and then we move it from there. All right? Moving up now, we got 12 and under, 100 butterfly. Now they have to swim 4 lengths of the pool rather than just 2. All right? As you get older, you don't get to do the 50s anymore. You have to do the 100s. A little bit of an official stop time here. And we are moving forward into the 100 butterfly.
Event 9, girls 12 and under, 100-yard butterfly. Heat 1 of 1. Take your mark.
In lane 2, we've got Katie Dolick from Ramona Swim Team. Lane 3, Ashi Mian from PS. Lane 4, Cadence Law. Lane 5, Katie Dip. Lane 6, Olivia Bartolet. And lane 7, Izzy Richards. This is 100, so there's 4 lengths to the pool. We are moving into the first 50 here. Looks like that is Caden Slaw in 27.82, and 29.29 is Katie Dipp right behind her. Third place over here is Izzy Richards. She has a no time. These are moving pretty fast for not having a time in our system. All right. And these kids, some of them are in that were in that PSL meet this morning, so they've already raced once today, a couple times today. But they've come back here ready to go. I know some of them are swimming awfully fast in this second session, almost even a little faster than they did this morning. And it looks like Caden Slaw is going to barely squeeze in. Oh, we don't have the timing system up and moving. Something is wrong with the timing system, so I don't know. It was about 59 to double O. Looks like Izzy Richards was somewhere around 105-ish on this. But right now the timing system had a little bit of a mess up, so I don't know what the times are, but we will have backups. We do have timer backups, pickle backups. We do have the backups that will get that sorted. So we will have those times when we get into the results.
Event 11, girls 13 and over, 100-yard butterfly, heat 102.
Okay, we have 2 heats of girls 100 free for or 100 fly for 13 and older.
Take care, Mark.
In lane 1 for the girls 13 and over, 100-yard butterfly, Hannah Robbie. Lane 2, Meredith Stanton. Lane 3, Katie DeSalt. Lane 4, Cassidy Wong. Lane 5, Monica Mock. Lane 6, Annabelle Luffelholtz. Lane 7, Ashley Cohen. All right, out in the lead, 28.03, that's Cassidy Wong. Second place behind them, lane 3 is Katie DeSalt. She's out in 31.43. Okay, finishing up that heat, 101.33 for Cassidy on that. Second place went to lane 2, that's Meredith Stanton at 108.72. Katie DeSalt was 4th at 111, and third place, moving on to that, was Monica Mock at 110.43. Heat 2 of event 11, lane 3, Audrey Pennington, lane 4, Taylor Trias, lane 5, Ava Shalone. This is the final heat of the 100 butterfly. We are moving to the 50-yard breaststroke, the next heat. 50-yard breaststroke, event 13. All right, coming into the final 25 here, we have got Ava Shalom in lane 5. She is seated, all of these people are seated with no time, so it might be their first official time swimming the 100 fly. So Ava Shalom is driving in. She looked like she's going to get sub 120, 119, 119.75 for her. Next behind her is Taylor Trias. Keeping their arms moving, two-hand touches. We're at official meets now, which means the system has to be correct to not get disqualified. And that's 136.73 for lane 3 and Audrey Pennington. Nice job, girls. 3 legal 100 butterflies. Next up, event 13, girls 10 and under, 50-yard breaststroke.
Event 13, girls 10 and under, 50-yard breaststroke, heat 1 of 1. Take your mark. Step, please. Take your mark.
Girls 50-yard breaststroke for 10 and under. Lane 1, Haley Withers. Lane 2, Arya Patenkar. Lane 3, Katie Dalek. Lane 4, Hannah Peck. Lane 5. So 50, so down and back. Looks like to the first wall. Lane 4 is Hannah Peck. Katie Dalek looks like she's in second place with Leighton Brown right behind. So finishing out the 50 here, looks like Katie Dalek is making a push. We'll see if Hannah can hold on. Out here on the outside, Elisa Chua is actually looks like she's overtaken the lead, and she's going to be on the outside winning this heat in 45-41 for Elisa Chua out in lane 7. Hannah Peck 45-53 gets second. 47-78 would be lane 3. I lost my Katie Dalek. She's from Ramona swim team. Fourth place, 48.05. That's Leighton Brown, and Haley Withers from the Ramona swim team rounds it out at 104.00.
I don't know how to.
Event 15, girls 11, 12, 50-yard breaststroke, heat 1 of 3.
Event 15 of the girls 11, 12, 50-yard breaststroke. Lane 1, Colby. Lane 2, Casey. Lane 3, Amaya. Lane 4, Ashi. Lane 5, Macy. Lane 6, Izzy. Lane 7, Claire. And lane 8, Olivia. Looks like first place goes to lane 3 on that one. That's Amaya at a 34.97. Second place, 36.54 is lane 5. That's Macy. And rounding out that field, third place, 39.51 for lane 6. That is Izzy Mayer.
Last call, heat 2, lane 3, Molly Brailsford.
Heat 2, lane 1, Aviana. Lane 2, Ashi. Lane 3, Molly. Lane 4, Alessandra. Lane 5, Anya. Lane 6, Ellie. Lane 7, Lucy. And lane 8, Lauren. This is Heat 2 of the 50 breaststroke. It looks like Alessandra has got the lead off that. That is lane 4 for Heat 2 of the 50 breaststroke. Sorry about that. A little bit of a technical difficulty. Looks like Alessandra won Heat 2 on that. Time of 48.69. Second place of 49.94 was lane 2, Ashi, in that heat. Third place at a 50.56 was lane 5. That was Anya Davis. Heat 3 of the girls 50 breaststroke. Lane 2, Eden. Lane 3, Johanna. Lane 4, Charlotte. Lane 5, Megan. Lane 6, Olivia. Looks like lane 6 is out to a little bit of an early lead, although lane 3 is pretty close. That's Olivia DeBard and Johanna Vaz over there. Lane 6 is going to get to the wall first, followed by Johanna. 46.53 for lane 6. All right, that was Olivia DeBard. Second place over in lane 2, Eden, 49.75. And third place, Johanna Vaz, 50.42. Up next is going to be event 17, girls 12 and under, 100-yard breaststroke.
Event 17, girls 12 and under, 100-yard breaststroke, heat 1 of 2. Take your mark.
In lane 1 for the girls 100-yard breaststroke, Casey Bickler. Lane 2, Celine Perel. Lane 3, Audrey Fitzgerald. Lane 4, Cadence Law. Lane 5, Macy Kirshner. Lane 6, Olivia Bartolet. Lane 7, Claire Canott. And lane 8, Aurora Lawfulholtz. This is 100 yards breaststroke, not the 50. So they have 4 lengths to the pool as you get into the older levels. Cadence Law looks like she's out first. She's swimming a lot of events consecutively, and she seems like she's ready to go. 33.82 out first. Second place looks like it's going to be lane 5 at 37.67. That's Macy Kirshner. Third place, lane 2, is Celine Perel over on the far side. So there's a tight grouping in between for that third, fourth spot. So some good races going on. Again, we're still seeing a whole lot of people go faster than their seat times. So it's kind of very exciting so far that these kids have worked hard. And getting people to finally get in and have a meet, they've waited a long time. And obviously it's showing the hard work that they've done on their part. And again, the clock stopped after the 50, so we will have to get the final times later. He did get them over there, he just didn't turn the clock over to the 100 on that. Heat 2 of event 17, girls 12 and under, 100-yard breaststroke. Lane 2, Ashi, low chop. Lane 3, Malia Wallace. Lane 4, Arushi Thapa. Lane 5, Anya Davis. And lane 6, Zoe Walker. We are off and running. Next up is going to be the girls 13 and over 100-yard breaststroke. And then we're going to switch to some shorter, faster freestyles again. Moving quite along, going through all of the strokes and finishing off with some IMs. This is a 100, so they're coming into the wall here, but they do have a little bit left to go. Looks like lane 4, that is Arushi, has got the early lead. Lane 6 is second, that is Zoe. And Ashi in lane 2 is out there in third. All right, at the 75 mark, we're probably in about the same position. Arushi is still in first. Second and third is kind of tightened up between Zoe and Ashi on this. So Ashi over in lane 2 is coming on strong. Zoe's working hard, driving those arms forward. It looks like this heat is going to go to Arushi. She's got about 5 yards left to hold on. And her time of 1:44.64 holds off to win the meet. That's win the heat, and that's a 4-second drop for her. Lane 2, 1:47.52 for Ashi. She's not seated with a time, so now she has a nice official time. And third was Zoe Walker at 1:50.1. She was seated with a 2:11, so nice drops there. Fourth, lane 5, Anya Davis, 1:56.03. And Malia Wallace breaks under 2 minutes with a 1:59.25.
Event 19, girls 13 over 100-yard breaststroke, heat 1 of 1. Take your
One heat of this is girls 13 over 100-yard breaststroke. We got Abby Hollowpeter from Ramona Swim Team in lane 1, Callie Nagai in lane 2, Cassidy Wong in lane 3, Ashlyn Hernandez in lane 4, Catherine Rowe in lane 5, Monica Mock in 6, Emma Reyes Moreno is in lane 7, and rounding out the field in lane 8, Taylor Trias. Out in front is Ashlyn Hernandez. She's a freshman this year. She's also one of the top breaststrokers in the country. So she is getting some practice in with this heat. She is out in a 30.83. She did swim a meet in December, qualifying into the Summer Junior Nationals, and actually had the top 14-year-old time in the country in the breaststroke. So she is getting a little practice here. Out in a 30 is pretty strong for a meet like this. She's raring to race again, and that's exciting. She's going to finish in here at a 1:05.81, just a second or so off of her best. Second place is going to be lane 5. That is Catherine Rowe. She's 1:10.50, and Cassidy Wong in lane 3, 1:13.53 rounds it out. Lane 6, Monica Mock comes in at 1:13.99, and 1:18.25 for Callie. Lane 7, 1:26.98, that's Emma. And finishing the breaststroke in lane 1. (1:42.68) for Abby Hollowpeter from Ramona. And Taylor Trias, 1:53.14 for her first 100 breaststroke official.
Event 21, girls 7 under 50-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 2. Swimmers, please dismount. Okay. Swimmers, you have
We haven't raced in a while. The officials are going through some of the protocols. You're supposed to wait for the long whistle to get up there, and now they're ready.
Take your mark.
In lane 1, we have Alyssa Chua. Lane 2, Caitlin Timmerman. Lane 3, Kinley Tague. Lane 4, Aurora Loffelholtz. Lane 5, Hannah Peck. Lane 6, Taylor Timmons. Lane 7, Leighton Brown. And lane 8, Amelia Conkle. To the wall, all kind of all together as they're racing home. It's tough to figure out who's got what. They are flying in on their finishes here. We are going to see a first place by lane 6. That is Taylor Timmons at 31.82. Second place goes to lane 2. That is Caitlin Timmerman. She's at 32.80. Third place is lane 4, Aurora Loffelholtz at 33.0. Lane 5, that's Hannah Peck at 33.24. Lane 5th place looks like Kinley in lane 3, 34.86. 6th place, 36.51 goes to Alyssa. 7th place, I don't see, 36.51, that's Alyssa. 8th place was 45.77 for Amelia. And Leighton, I think I missed, was 35.71, I think, in there. All nice drops. Everybody dropping a whole lot of time. Nice job, ladies. This is heat 2 of the girls 10 and under 50 free. Lane 3, London Lee. Lane 4, Arya Patenker. Lane 5, Haley Withers from Ramona Swim Team. $50 free. They're coming down. We got the middle of the pool, Arya Patenkar, doing very well in the middle. We look at Haley Withers has got second place right now, and London Lee coming in on the finish line. And we've got a soft touch. Sometimes when the pad doesn't go off there, it means we have to use the pickle or the watch. That's why it doesn't show up. But lane 4 definitely won that, even though she's not listed up there. Lane 5, Haley Withers was 42.62, and London Lee was 45.09. Lane 4 did win it. She's listed with a 44, but I think she was like 39 or 40 on the official. So we'll check that soon. All right, event 23, girls 11-12, 50-yard freestyle. Lane 1, Layla Weiss. Lane 2, Isabella Pruder. Lane 3, Lillian Zhu. Lane 4, Cadence Law. Lane 5, Amaya Patenkar. Lane 6, Eliza Hong. Lane 7, Casey Bickler. And lane 8, Sophia DeSalt. I had to get those out fast because it's just a 50. Lane 4, Cadence Law. She has swum like 3 or 4 events already, and she's going to get in there at 25.31 for the win. Lane 6 is going to get second at 27.68. That's Eliza Hong. She's having a good meet. She's seated with a 29. Third is lane 2, Isabella Pruder, 27.95. She's seated with 29.9. These are some fantastic times. These kids are working so hard and racing so fast. It is so great to see everybody back in the water and getting the fruits of their hard work and the coaches' hard work as well, helping them along the way. We're going on to heat 2.
Okay, long whistle, step up, ladies. Take your mark. Stand, please. Take your mark.
Got heat 2, lane 1, Arushi, lane 2, Olivia, lane 3, Audrey, lane 4, Izzy, lane 5, Ashi, lane 6, Trista, lane 7, Colby, and lane 8, Ellie. Looks like lane 3 coming in strong. That's Audrey Fitzgerald. She's won a couple of heats. She's obviously been moving it down for 29. She breaks that 32nd barrier, 29.41. Lane 4 got second with 30.78. That's Izzy Mayer. And third place rounding out that was 31.66 for lane 6. That is Trista Timmons. I'll keep on going here. 31.99 was lane 5. That's Ashi. Fifth place was lane 7 at 32.37. That's Colby. Sixth up in lane 2, 32.97 for Olivia. And then 7th was one at 38.85, and to finish out that heat.
Your mark. Stand, please.
Ellie Waller's time did not come up on the thing. Hopefully we got it off the watch.
Take your mark.
So I apologize to Ellie. We don't have her time there, but we will get in all the backups. That's why we have them. Lane 1, Marin Gill. Lane 2, Charlotte Haddocks. Lane 3, Ashi Lochab. Lane 4, Anya Davis. Lane 5, Riley Corey. Lane 6, Lucy Burns. Lane 7, Megan Beatty. All right, lane 1 is outside smoke right here. We got Marin Gill over there looking like she's going to get that first place slot. 37.0 it is. Right next to her, lane 2 gets second with 38.98. So the right side of the pool kind of took off and it brought her with her. Third place over on this side of the pool, lane 7, 39.40. That is Megan Beatty. Fourth place looks like it was lane 3, Ashi. And our final heat of the girls 11-12-50 freestyle. Johanna is in lane 3, Nora is in lane 4, Olivia in lane 5. And lane 5 is out to a big lead there, Olivia. She flips to the wall. Big tempo swing. Olivia's going to come in on that lead. She's going to go 32.03. Johanna's going to go 35.02, and then rounding out Nora Dunn at 35.63. All of them seated with no time. This might be their first official meet. It's good to see. All swinging fast.
Event 25, girls 13 over 50-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 3. Take your mark.
All right, our older girls 50 free. Lane 1, Meredith. Lane 2, Monica. Lane 3, Callahan. Lane 4, Emily. Lane 5, Summer. Lane 6, Katie. Lane 7, Callie. And lane 8, Ellie. When you get to these faster swims, you get first names only because they're down and back in 25 to 27 seconds. As we move forward here, it's tough to see. It looks like Emily Howe touches first with a 25.46. Second place would be lane 3, that's Callahan, for 26.27. Third place is 6th, Katie DeSalt. She is 26.28, 1/100th. And lane 2, 26.79, that's Monica. Fifth place was lane 5, that's Summer at 26.86. Sixth place Meredith at 27.79. 7th, 28.00 was 7. And 28.77 was lane 8. Those are Callie and Ellie.
Walk, please.
In heat 2 of this, we have Abby Holopeter in lane 1, Emma Reyes Moreno in lane 2, Madison Trias in 3, Annabelle Waffleholtz in 4, Ava Shalon is in 5, Emily Schatz is in 6, and Ashley Cohen is in 7. Lane 4 out to the lead, that's Annabelle Waffleholtz. She's got a good body length on the field as she comes in. Looks like she's going to pull out a 28.41 for the win. Lane 2 is lane 5 gets second. That's Ava with the 30.1. Third place was lane 2. That's Emma. Fourth place, lane 6, Emily. And fifth place, lane 7, 31.49 is Ashley. Sixth place, lane 3, 32.51. And seventh place, 33.45, looks like, for Abby up top. We're in our final heat here of the girls 13 and over 50 free.
Take care, Mark.
Our final heat, lane 3, Audrey Pennington. And lane 4, Taylor Trias. And lane 5, Hannah Obi. Down and back, 50 freestyle. This is going to include our 50 frees. We're going to move into the backstroke next. Nice tight race here between lanes 3 and 4. That's Taylor and Hannah. Looks like Hannah's got a little bit of the lead coming under the flags. And it does look like about a half body length lead is going to go to Hannah at 34.40. Oh, sorry, no, I'm wrong. That's Audrey Pennington in lane 3. I was mixed up on my program. 35.5 Taylor, and then 38.8 for Hannah Roby. We're going to move it into backstrokes now, which means we have to start exiting the swimmers each time because we have to kind of stay back for some of the spacing protocols when they don't have their masks on. So it does take a little bit of time to operate the next heats, but we are ready to go.
Event 27, girls 10 and under 50-yard backstroke, heat 1 of 2.
All right, we have got a full heat here. They're sliding into the water. Backstroke, remember, you start in the water on your back. Lane 1, Caitlin Timmerman. Lane 2, Paige Soden. Lane 3, Malia Wallace. Lane 4, Kinley Tague. Lane 5, Katie Dollick. Lane 6, Hannah Peck. Lane 7, Leighton Brown. Lane 8, Alisa Chua. Looks like lane 5 to the wall first, that's Katie Dollick. Followed closely behind by 4 and 6, that is Kinley and Hannah. It's a tight race coming out. Lane 8 over here, Alisa Chua is coming on outside. I think she might squeeze in for third. Lane 4, 39.45. And that is Kinley winning that heat in the 39.45, breaking under. Second place in lane 5 was Katie Dollick from Ramona Swim Team. She is 39.67. Third place out in lane 1, 40.78. That is Caitlin Timmerman. Fourth place is lane 6, Hannah Peck, 41.49. Fifth place, lane 7, Leighton Brown is at 42.00. And Alisa was probably somewhere before that. That time is probably a little bit off. It looks like a soft touch. She definitely finished faster than 51. So we'll have to get her time off the watch list. Heat 2 of the 10 and under 50 backstroke. Lane 2, London Lee. Lane 3, Amelia Conkle. Lane 4, Zoe Walker. Lane 5, Haley Withers. And lane 6, Arya Patankar. Backstroke is our final kind of individual. We're going to do some IMs to close out the meet here. But for the most part, the backstroke is the final of the 4 strokes. So we are coming to the close of that. We just got the olders. All right, lane 2 and 4 looks like they're coming in at a tie. We'll see what happens on the board. Looks like lane 4 got it at 48.16. That is Zoe Walker. 48.63, just a half second beyond. That is London Lee. Third place, 54.0, Amelia Conkle from Ramona Swim Team. Fourth place, 54.36, is Haley Withers from Ramona Swim Team as well.
Okay, that means you can exit the water. Event 29, girls 11, 12, 50 yard backstroke, heat 1 of 3. Take your mark.
Event 29, girls 11, 12, 50-yard backstroke. Lane 1, Casey Bickler. Lane 2, Olivia Bedsole. Lane 3, Celine Perel. Lane 4, Amaya Patamkar. Lane 5, Isabella Pruder. Lane 6, Trista Timmons. Lane 7, Izzy Mayer. Lane 8, Lauren Allen. I apologize if I say your name, it might be better. Lane 4, 32.59, that's Amaya. Lane 5 gets second, 32.83, that's Isabella. Lane 3, 33.68, that's lane 3, Celine. 4, 35.69 for lane 6, that's Trista. And 5th place, 36.19, is Izzy Mayer. 5th place right next door, 36.19, that's Izzy Mayer, sorry Tristan. And then Lauren Allen at 7th at 43.68. Looks like 6th was over in lane 1. That's 37.47. And Olivia at 51.40 in lane 2. God, it's... Okay, 50 backstroke, heat 2. We got lane 2, Ellie Waller. Lane 3, Riley Corey. Lane 4, Arushi Thapa. Lane 5, Alessandra Corder. Lane 6, Aviana Anton. And lane 7, Johanna Vaz. It's a 50 backstroke. Coming in on the finish, it looks like lane 7 is going to be the winner of this one. 41.35, that's Johanna. Second goes to lane 4, that's 42.70. Third goes to lane 5, 43.22. Fourth goes to 46, goes to lane 3, that's 46.04. Fifth is 46.85, lane 5, and sixth is 50.28 out of lane 2.
Lane 2, you can explore.
Yes.
Heat 3.
Some, yeah, but the water's fine. It's more extraneous things. I am. I know.
Take your mark.
Heat 3 of the girls 11, 12, 50-yard backstroke. Lane 3, Eden M. Lane 4, Charlotte Haddocks. Lane 5, Megan Beebe. Looks like lane 4, Charlotte, is in the early lead here. Eden is right there, and Charlotte's going to go 46.60. Eden at 47.33. And Megan Beebe finishes at that heat with 51.36.
So Mercy, your excuse. Event 31, girls 12 and under, 100-yard backstroke. Heat 1 of 2.
Are we doing flyovers?
This is lane, oh, I'm off here. Here we go, event 31, 100-yard backstroke. Heat 1, Lauren Allen. Lane 2, Colby Chauvapon. Lane 3, Claire Canot. Lane 4, Olivia Bartolet. Lane 5, Eliza Hong. Lane 6, Trista Timmons. Lane 7, Aurora Loffelholtz. And lane 8, Amelia Conkle. This is 100, not a 50, so we have moved on to the longer swims. Looks like lane 5 right now is out to an early lead. That is Eliza Hong. She's been swimming pretty well all meet. Looks like she's been dropping time. Second place is really kind of a toss-up between 4, 3, and 6. Could kind of go anywhere we want with that. But it's Eliza Hong with a 109.19 for her. That is a big time drop, so she's going to be happy with that. Second place is going to go to 6, 116.56, and then 118.1 and 118.6 for lane 3 and lane 4 respectively. Lane 2 comes in with 5th with 124.43. That is Colby Chauvapon. I'll probably say their name 5 different ways every single time I say it. Lane 7 is 6th place, 128.80. And lane 1, 135.69 for Lauren Allen.
Sorry. Sorry, excuse. Reminder for the timers, make sure you press your pickle at the first touch of the swimmer at the end of the race. Heat 2.
Blow it.
Take your mark.
Heat 2 of event 31. It's the girls 12 and under 100-yard backstroke. Lane 2, Charlotte Haddix from Ramona Swim Team. And lane 3 is Olivia DeBard. Lane 4, Lucy Burns. Lane 5, Riley Corey of Ramona Swim Team. And lane 6 is empty. All right, coming down the stretch here, lane 3, Olivia is in the lead, followed by lane 4, that's Lucy. And lane 5 and 6 come to the last 25 at a dead tie between Charlotte and Riley. Coming into the wall, that is Olivia. She's going to touch it. 35, I think. 135.31. And a nice race here on the end between Charlotte and Riley. Coming into the water, and 144.25 for lane 5, that's Riley. Little soft touch on lane 2, so that we did not quite get the time there.
Event 33, girls 13 and over, 100-yard backstroke, team 1 of 2. Take your mark.
This is the girls 13 and over, 100-yard backstroke, event 33, heat 1. Lane 1, Ashley Cohen. Lane 2, Annabelle Loffelholtz. Lane 3, Katie DeSalt. Lane 4, Catherine Rowe. Lane 5, Callahan White. Lane 6, Tiana Timmons. And lane 7, Emily Schatz. Lane 4 is going to be Catherine Rowe out to the early 28.89 first touch. 30.76, looks like that is Callahan White right on her feet. But Catherine Rowe is starting to pull away on the third 25. It's a tight race over there between lanes 3 and lanes 2 for that third place spot. And they flip together, so that should be a tight race for the last 25. But it's Catherine Rowe coming in on the win here. Pulling strong. She's going to break under a minute, it looks like. 59.91. She is going to get under the minute. That's exciting. We got Callahan at 104.60. That's the best time for her as well. Third and fourth go to lane 3 and 2. 107.9 to 108.0. I told you they were tied. They're off by 1/10 with what looks like Katie DeSalt winning over Annabelle there. Both with them great swims. All right, and fifth and sixth over here. 112.7 out of lane 6. 115.0 out of lane 7, that's Emily Schatz, and lane 1, 122.47 for Ashley Cohen. Final backstroke heat before we get into the IMs. We have the 100 IM, the 200 IM, and the 500 free left. It will go quick. We only have a couple heats of each. Lane 3 of this final heat of backstroke, Emma Reyes Moreno. Lane 4, Madison Trias. Lane 5, Abby Holopeter. All right, it's our final backstroke heat. It is a 100. Lane 3 has the lead at the 50 at 40 point. Lane 4 was 41 and lane 5 was 42. Nice, evenly balanced first 50. Easy to read off the clock. Flip it in order. Lane 3, that is Emma Reyes Moreno. Second place is Madison, and third is Abby in lane 5. Coming into the final finish here, we have got Emma is going to go 121.28. Madison is going to finish in about 125.93. Nice swim. It's a drop. Abby at 129.01. All right, we're going to move into our 100 IMs. We got 4 heats of this, a couple heats of 2 IMs, and then the 500 free before we take a break for the boys. All right, but no longer having to wait. We will go flyovers across these and run through these as quickly as we can.
100-yard individual medley, heat 104.
Our first heat of 100 IM, this is girls 12 and under, event 35. Heat 1, lane 1, Olivia Bedsole. Lane 2, Olivia Bartley. Lane 3, Lillian Zhu. Lane 4, Cadence Law. Lane 5, Amaya Patinkar. Lane 6, Eliza Hong. Lane 7, Claire Canot. Lane 8, Sophia DeSalt. For those of you not in the know, the IM stands for individual medley. It is all 4 strokes combined. It is fly back, breast free. So we're in the backstroke now. Cadence Law looks like she is in the lead after the backstroke. Tight race behind her between Amaya and Lillian. Cadence has been busy all day winning heats, and she's probably going to hold on to this as well. She looks very strong. Looks like over here in lane 6, Eliza Hong, she's also had some great time drops, so she's crushing it over there. Lane 4, though, turns for home into the freestyle, followed by lane 5, and then lane 3 and 6 are kind of tied going into it. So Cadence Law is going to come in on a 103.91 for her finish, followed by what looks like lane 5, 110.07. Lane 6, Eliza Hong holds on for 111.46 for third. Fourth was Lillian Zhu at 112.76. Coming in then, lane 7 is fifth, 118.89. That's Claire. Sixth is over here in lane 8, 120.27. That's Sophia. And 7th and 8th are over on the far side. Lane 2 is Olivia at 120.57. And the other, Olivia Bartley and Olivia Bedsole at 125.00. On to my final page, my heats. Heat 2 of the 100 IM, we have lane 1, Malia Wallace. Lane 2, Kinley Tig. Lane 3 is empty. Lane 4, Caitlin Timmerman. Lane 5, Hannah Peck. Lane 6, Alessandra Corder. Lane 7, Taylor Timmons. And lane 8, Alesa Chua. After the fly, looks like lane 2, over on the far side, that is Kinley. Nope. Yep, no, that is Kinley. All right, she's going to come into the backstroke wall pretty strong. Everyone else is doing kind of an even swim here. We've got kind of everybody all across the board here. We'll see what happens in the breaststroke. That's kind of even swim. Alesa out there in lane 8 looks like she might have a little bit of the lead. So we will see how this feeds into the final 25. All right, Alyssa out in lane 8. Looks like she's got the lead. Over there in lane 4, that's Caitlin Timmerman. And then it's just a big everybody's game there. Oh, lane 7's pressing here. Annabelle, Alessandra, I'm messing up. Taylor Timmons comes in strong at the end. And finishing up, we got in lane 7, 125.67. That is Taylor Timmons. Looks like second was 126.57. That's Alyssa. Third was lane 5, Hannah Peck at 128.51. Fourth place, lane 6, Alessandra, was 128.60. Lane 2, Kinley, 129.48 was fifth. We did have a couple DQs in that heat. Lane 4 and lane 1. Heat 3 of the girls 100 IM. Lane 2, Layla Weiss. Lane 3, Olivia DeBard. Lane 4, Zoe Walker. Lane 5, Johanna Vaz. Lane 6, Lucy Burns. And lane 7, Eden M. Coming into the backstroke leg, it looks like lane 2 over there has the lead. That's Layla Weiss. It is tight between lane 3, Olivia, and lane 5, Johanna. All right, as leads sometimes change, now we've got lane 2 over there. Layla Weiss is doing well, but it looks like lane 5 is holding us in. Layla Weiss is going to come in at a 123.1, pushing way ahead of the breaststroke and the freestyle. Lane 3, 127.83, that is Olivia. And then Johanna finishes in lane 5 for third with a 128.82. Fourth place is lane 7, Eden, 137.40. And fifth place, looks like it goes to 145.62 for Zoe Walker.
Heat 4.
Our final heat of this, we got London in 3, Aviana in 4, and Layton in 5. In lane 3, London Lee, PS, 7 years old. Lane 4, Aviana. Lane 5, Leighton Brown, 100 individual medley. Leighton Brown taking an early advantage in the fly. All right, coming into the halfway mark, Leighton Brown is still with the lead as she turns into the breaststroke. Behind her is Aviana, and London Lee behind her there. We got to get the boys in.